inability to use Google.
No, I do, but as an
interesting.
independent nail tech, I don't think you truly see how saturated the independent side of the business is outside of, the
Independent
the
didn't even
standard,
need to go work for someone else.
but
You
I'm
made
saying
more money working
outside
for
of
someone else.
A standard salon that you see on every street
Good, do
corner,
that.
those are terrible.
Terrible what?
The service.
Then go
the
be
quality,
good
the
service.
product. I am.
Brought in $600 a month working for
Okay,
another
but also
person.
it's one of those things that people in my area are, a lot of what I have in the area that I live is retired older folks. So
Good.
for
They
that,
have money.
No, they don't though. That's the problem. That's why I had a larger why I had a larger clientele at the previous salon that I was at, because that was a budget friendly salon. And
Then be a budget-friendly person.
I'm not doing nails for $25.
Then don't make money.
I wouldn't
You're
make money.
making $500.
I wouldn't make money anyway, because
then you picked the wrong career field.
If I am
Your turn, you make no money. You have no ability to talk on this. You don't
I
get
do
a
though,
turn.
because it's my business.
Your business is a failure. I think I can speak on
At
this,
the
and I'm more
expense of
qualified.
how many other people helping you? It's me.
I
I'm doing
started
this on my
just
own.
me. I didn't hire someone until 6 months in.
Okay, and that's fine. But how well were you doing up until you got more people on your team?
$10,000 a month.
Okay, well, was that how soon after you started?
Immediately.
There's
Almost.
no shot you said day one and you made $10,000
1
a
month in.
Okay. And that's my thing, is I don't want to have to
Interesting.
pull
Almost like she has no
focus.
idea what she's talking about.
I don't want to have to pull all of my attention away from the career and the business that I am building, because this is something for
From
me.
the hobby you want to do.
It's not a hobby.
It is. You make no money.
It is a career. There are people who make money from it, but
You're
you
not
have
one of
to
them.
start. I'm 2 years in,
Good. You should be working for someone else and building up a client list.
but that's not what I want to do.
So this leads me to having no sympathy when your car breaks down and you're no longer financially able to go get another car. This was the choices you made for your hobby.
Okay, but I have
Now
to have
you're
a car for any job. I have to be able to get to work.
I agree. If you had a real job, you would have made more money and you could have saved up a fully funded
I'm
emergency
still
fund.
looking for a new job and
You're
for
not
a
applying
different
correctly.
job.
We just went over this. If you're not willing to accept anything I said, then get the off this show.
Okay, the car situation it was something unavoidable. That is not something that I wanted to.
I'm not arguing against that. I'm saying you made the choices that led up to you having to pull from your 401k.
The car breaking down unexpectedly.
She's okay. She's incapable of listening. She's an actual fucking moron, and I'm gonna move on. I'm sorry. Are you like actually stupid?
No.
Are you incapable of hearing anything I just said?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Thank you. At least you admit it.
I think you should slam him one more time.
I just don't understand how you are gonna. No, I think your roommates probably hate living with you, and I understand why your first boss fired you. And everything's out of your control, and there's no personal responsibility.
There is a lot that is out of my control, but I do take responsibility for what is in my
Haven't heard
control.
once.
The car. How am I supposed to control the car now?
The decisions leading up to it, I never argued that the car wouldn't have just broken. It is the decisions leading up to it, your career choices, your lack of staying at a job, your inability to keep one without getting fired,
I keep plenty of jobs.
inability to curate your resume to other jobs.
Okay, that I will admit I'm not the greatest at. I don't understand.
Wow, one thing. She's willing to accept the one thing in her life. Okay. And what kind of car did you get by taking it out from your 401k, facing penalties and getting taxed at your income? You had federal tax withheld 20%. You only received the $5,700 from the $7,100 you brought in. Great. Would have been worth a couple $100,000 by the time you retired. Wonderful. What did you get?
It is a 2005 Volkswagen.
Good. How much did that cost?
$5,000.
Good. Okay. I accept. I would have rather, well, never mind. You can't because you don't have the job. I was going to say I'd rather take out a 401k loan, but then that doesn't.
So I looked into taking out a loan on it, but the loan balance available for me was only $3,000.
Yeah.
And that
makes
wouldn't
sense.
have, I wouldn't have had enough to, I wouldn't have had enough to
Well, if
pay
you had a
for
real
car.
job, you would have saved that money and you would have been able to do it.
I'm trying to make it a real job.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. That's why I'm putting so much into it, because this is what I
you're putting in
want.
a ton of hours into your $6 an hour hobby.
It will get better.
No.
It will.
Says.
Me.
How?
Because I am going to manifest it.
She's a moron.
Say what you will.
Was there a loan on the other car that died?
No. So I have a personal acquaintance actually who loaned me the money to pay off the loan to the bank so that I can get rid of the car.
Right. Well,
I couldn't do anything.
Remember when your debt to income and you couldn't borrow? That also would have been solved if you had a real job as well.
Yeah.
Instead of your bull.
You're right.
Okay, City. What's going on with this card, lady? Reminder, $10,000 spent in the last month.
That is majority used for my business expenses.
City double cash? It's not even a business credit card.
Nope.
Harder to separate. Business expenses? Yeah, let's find out.
Everything's a business expense.
That's not how that works. And also, there was no spending on here, so I don't know.
It's because it's maxed out.
Oh, it's maxed out. Okay, great. So $4,174.20 is owed on this.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, why do this to yourself? $153 is your minimum monthly payment and 36 cents. $111.36 of interest accrued in the last month. How long does this take to pay off? If you make minimum monthly payments without any purchases, which I assume when you have the ability to make a purchase on this, you will again. How long does this take to pay off?
Probably a couple of years.
Okay, 15.
Okay. I mean, I have no words for that. I spent it. I needed the stuff for the business.
41 years old.
Yeah.
For the business. You said you spent $2,000. There's $4,170.
No, I said I spent several $1,000s.
How much was that one-time cost?
Several $1,000s.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking die. That's wonderful. Didn't we narrow it down to 2? You spent $4,000 getting this up and running?
I spent more than that, but it's
how much did you spend?
Not
then?
all on that.
How much did you spend then? How much?
I couldn't give you an exact number.
Give me the fucking best guess.
Probably $6,000.
Oh, you're dead. You're dead. There's no fucking way. Are you kidding me? That's an entire year's. That takes a year, and then you said you have to do it again because it only lasts a year. So you'll never make a profit.
Well, but it's not.
No,
okay,
this is not a business officially. Officially lined down, this is not a business.
Bulk supply up front. So for me to buy furniture and decor and everything to get
furniture and decor? What is she? Who is she?
Do you want to go somewhere for a service that is supposed to be relaxing and all these things, and you go somewhere and it's just a white walled doctor's office? No,
a joke. You go and get a bucket of fucking paint, lady.
I did. It was $75.
There you go. Instead of
but I also
6,000.
had to get stuff. I had to get decor for the walls.
Great.
And I had
Used
to get a desk.
furniture in the wealthy area on Facebook Marketplace.
Some of it is used furniture. Some of it is not. Because
$6,000. Unacceptable. 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 Unacceptable.
A new
Unacceptable.
piece of furniture was equitable almost to buying used in the area.
Unacceptable. No, you don't buy something you just can't afford. This is ridiculous.
I mean, I afforded it somehow.
You didn't. It's accruing interest. Don't be a dumb.
But so I had to buy.
Oh, okay.
But I won't have to buy furniture again. A lot of my.
You will though. You'll want to upgrade it.
I'm sure I may want it, but
you know what's really interesting? This decked out place that needs to look cozy and all this stuff brings in $500 a month. So what an investment. What an incredible investor you are. Manage my money, please.
I will. No, but I won't have to buy a new nail desk. I won't have to buy a new pedicure chair. I won't have to buy a new, but nail polishes, you only go through so much and stuff like that. It's not super expensive. And I can just
this year so far, $500. So this year so far, you already lost a month's worth of income. Add that onto the purchase that we put on this car. This is a 13-month thing. 13 months of your income in order to get this up and running.
Okay.
You're 29.99% interest rate. Good luck. Good luck. I don't even know, man. What the What is wrong with her? Colton just told me the salon offered to sell her their tools, but she said, I'd rather just get new.
Because the cost that they were asking for used tools, heavily used tools.
Bargain them down if they were high.
I tried, but it's literally but
how much would you have saved total?
$1 or $2.
Per item or the whole thing?
First of all,
I don't trust you based on everything you've talked about.
For me to buy used tools that were not in,
here's a direct quote from you.
In usable condition.
I have a direct quote from you that you bought all new nail polishes because the old salon stuff had, quote, had bad energy, unquote.
Nail polishes, no. because the nail polishes were not up for sale. But as far as my tools and stuff like that, yes, I did buy new ones. But those are also something you have to...
had bad energy, unquote.
Yeah, because I didn't want to bring any of that with me.
What?
I didn't like the energy in there. I didn't like the... I wanted a clean slate. I wanted a fresh start. And in my mind, if that meant spending a couple extra dollars, then it was worth it to me.
No, it literally was not. No, don't use the word worth.
It was worth it to me.
No, it wasn't.
Personally,
mathematically,
it was.
No. Personally, you.
Well, I girl mashed the hell out of it, and it made sense to me in the moment.
Okay, you're gonna make everyone hate women. You're gonna make everyone hate women if girl math immediately means...
Do you think people don't already hate women?
It's 50% of the world. What are you talking about?
Okay, well, majority of the world hates women anyway.
Women hate... I love women. Big fan, personally.
Well, you're one of the few, I guess.
Give me all of them.
Clearly not all of them, because half of us like this.
So that's... You just said girl math. Like, I don't understand why bring to your entire gender this negative connotation that you're unable to manage money. Why do that to yourself?
Because that's how everybody else already looks at it.
Women.
That's what everybody else would call it.
You're setting it.
I mean, yeah, you can look at it. I did the math and it was piss poor math, and that's fine. And I'm sure someone's going to turn around and say, oh, well, that's just for girl math for you. Financials are not my strong suit, and I'm very aware of that.
Obviously, but there's so much information out there. And yes, of course, we have a paid version that curates it all, makes it much easier to go through, and provides good educational services. And we give you that for free. We'll give you Dollarwise Central for free. But either way, out there, if you put in the extra work to organize it yourself and try to determine what's the best sources, you could have figured it out.
But I have tried, and I mean, but
you haven't been able to tell me what you've tried.
Okay, so the best version of a quote-unquote budget that I can tell you that I've done for myself is once a month I'll sit down and I'll go through and I'll write down my expenses either on paper in the
expenses that have happened or up and coming expenses.
No, like current, like all of my credit card debt, all of my monthly bills, so whatever I have to pay on a monthly basis.
Well, what's your intent with that? So you write it down and then you just leave it?
To just see.
Okay, so what does that achieve? What does that achieve?
I guess it more so gives me an idea of what is going to come out of my pocket this month for expenses that I cannot avoid, and kind of give me an idea of, okay, where do I need to be financially bringing in money to be able to make sure I can keep myself at least afloat for this month.
I'll tell you what's a dumb budget. Going to a big beauty expo in Orlando where you bought your Sweetmates ticket as well. You spent around $800 in total and called it a, quote, a business promotion, unquote.
I mean, it is a business expense. It is a write-off.
You don't have any money to write off. You already overspent everything you're going to make this year.
Yeah.
What? You're not going to all of a sudden, you think if you write off beyond zero, the government just gives you money? What do you think happens?
No.
So what is the point? What do you think happens here? You need money to pay your bills.
But you have to spend money to make money in a business standpoint.